Everyone knows getting SSL, aka the highest rank in Rocket League, is hard. I didn't realize this, but if you look at the rank 2v2 distribution here, SSL actually puts you in the top 0.05% of players. There's just one problem. The Rocket League ranked ladder is mean. For those of you who don't know, if you are above Grand Champ 1, the rank reset that happens every 2-3 months at the end of the season is brutal. Pretty much everybody who is GC2, GC3, or anything below SSL gets knocked back down straight to GC1. This is why you see a ton of GC1 Smurfs clustering around at the start of the season, and it generally gets easier to rank up as the season goes on. Because of this, normally I just give up most seasons. It's so brutal to get back to my normal rank, I just don't even try. But this season, I had the crazy idea to try to reclimb to GC3, and not just that, but break my personal best. I set myself a deadline, so over the course of 7 days, I would be going on this challenge to see if I could beat my previous peak rank and get not just GC3, but see if I could push beyond 1700 into the top 5,000 players. Can I get SSL before I reach 4,000 hours in Rocket League, or will I shoot for the stars and go up in flames, aka toxic ranked 2's teammates? Either way, it will be fun, and you should learn something. Let's get started. Okay, taking it from the top, this is 7 days of how I sort of regained GC3. More on that later. Starting off with some training packs, and in day 1 of 7, we are placed 1485 MMR. It's brutal, I know. If you guys didn't know this, if you're above GC1, GC2, in rank 2s at least, when the season resets you, it destroys your rank. I know season resets can be harsh at every rank, but pretty much what they do at the start of the season for those of us hard stuck at the top is that they put us all at the same rank. So you get like that's why for the first like 30 days you get people that should just absolutely not be at the rank, at your rank at least, at your rank. And so pro tip, if you want to push in Rocket League, push at the end of the seasons. Especially if you're higher ranked. But anyways, let's get into the gameplay. I'm going to commentate what's working, what's not working. And yeah, so day 1, you're going to see me take the ball to open space very frequently. So the theme for this day is taking the ball to open space. And pee-pee, poo-poo, propeller fart, just made an oopsie. Let's talk about taking the ball to open space. So at GC1, something that you're going to notice is players give me a lot of open space. What do I mean by open space? Well, at the high ranks, you're often shut down. The higher rank you are, the more pressure is usually going to be applied to you. Even if people aren't challenging you, they'll apply more pressure. Whereas at the lower ranks, they're going to be slower to challenge. They're going to be off grabbing boost, doing whatever they do. You see people have higher impact there. I should have dodged that demo. But I'm going to show you what I mean. So here, for example, nobody's challenging me. These people should be challenging me. So I just go, whoop, let me take the ball over to the left side of the field, and that allows me to get by 1. Now, you're going to see stuff like this that I just did there, that one-touch boom play off the wall. That's not really going to work at the higher ranks, but it's going to work for now. So more on that later. We're 4-1 in the first 5 placements, and we queued up for the last 5 placements with one of my new friends, Tough Plays. Shout out Tough Plays, educational Rocket League YouTuber, peak GC3, 5K subs. Let's go get him to 10K. Go sub to Tough Plays. I'll put a link in the description. Big YouTubers support their small YouTuber friends. I'm not actually big, but I wish I would have. I wish I would have known more people in the scene when I was a smaller YouTuber. So I try to reach out to smaller people when I can and queue games with them, and hopefully they'll be bigger than me one day. It's a goal. So that was not ideal. What I did there was I challenged as first man. I'm going to get away with it in this challenge because they're just going to make mistakes, or in this day, excuse me. But later in the challenge, you're going to see me opt much less for full commits as first man and much more for fake challenges. More on that later. But for now, we're just going to choke 0-second goals.
No.
Feels bad.
Lost it.
So far, we're 15-30. I think we're up 6 games, down 2 games. Last 2 placements here.
Nice.
Absolutely bullying on kickoff goals. And that'll make us 1550. I think that was maybe our final placement. So we go down 2 games, we go 8-2. Now you know if you're GC2 or GC3, you get reset. unfortunately, you get placed still GC1. So GC1 div 4 is 1550. That's top 1%, I believe. Somebody, shout out whoever did this on my last 100 games of 2v2 video, which this is kind of similar to. Somebody had a goal counter in the description. Can somebody in the comments, shout out if you do this. I'll pin your comment, I'll heart your comment. Create a goal counter of how I score as the challenge progresses. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, the breakdown of the goals. Obviously, these are just select goals. We didn't include every single one. It would also be interesting to know how I get scored on most often. These are just random clips we've selected, a little bit from each game, obviously, but it's always good to know. And this should absolutely not work. Glitch touch. Feels good to have central servers. So that's going to make us 1565. We're here on day 2 still, pushing up slowly. And here I am challenging as last man back and not getting a beat. Yeah, you're going to get punished for that. Let's talk about 2v2 strategy as we progress through the days. I say come back in chat. We really don't want to be going unless we have a teammate behind in 2s. And you're going to see me get better at this throughout the challenge. And I'll comment on when it happens. And wait! Oh my god, baby's first double flip reset in rank 2, in rank 2s. So if you could get a beat, it's okay to go as last man there. But Coral thinks I have more boost than I do. Wait, Flixie, why'd you put that in? Flixie, cut that out. Cut that out. That didn't happen. So if you have a clean beat, you go, but you see I'm doing a little bit better job as the challenge progresses of not getting greedy as first man. What you saw me do there, we can rewind that shadow play a little bit, is I'm fake challenging until I get an opening and letting their first man overcommit. The job of you as first man on defense is to force the ball without committing. Force the ball without committing. So let me write that down. And if you full commit and you leave your teammate in 2v1, at the high ranks, you're usually just going to get demoed and you're going to lose. But the one thing I can do well, even as my mechanics are still developing over the days, kickoffs. And so we get GC2, 1570. We're now GC2, I believe. This is, are we on day 3 yet? No, this is still day 2. We're still day 2, queuing with Mesvo here. You can go as last if you have a clean dunk, obviously. It's good to keep pressure up. And you'll see me playing on pads here. I'm very happy I got better at this because as you rank up higher, it's very important to be very, very close on offense. And I'll show you guys some examples of how I position as second man. So when the ball is in the air or high off the backboard, I'm going to be playing much further back as second man. Here, I'm first man, so I'm not committing unless I get an opening, but if he's just going to leave me the ball, I'll take it and run through. It's going to be pretty clinical at champ and GC if you could steal that play. When we get solo play opportunities, obviously we want to capitalize, but something I noticed is once you're in GC2, guys, if you're watching, GC2 is really the rank of flip resets. If you don't have flip resets, you're not going to score most air dribbles. Flixie, why are you including these clips? Who picked these goals? Terrible. Right, he's going to double here. We're going to take time, try to take this ball to open space. So here it's very common people go ground to air dribbles. When I have high bounces like that, a little left-right action works well. Sometimes when you cheat aggressively, you'll hear me say cheat hard. That means like position very close to the 50-50. You'll get punished, but it's the higher rank you are, the better it is to do because your teammates should be more consistent. If you're lower rank, position further. Maybe don't position as close as you see me positioning at the GC level. Here we're going to control the ball. Unfortunately, get bumped. Payback. We go up with Omen. And we are now on day 3. This is day 3 that I'm playing with Omen here. I get an early chow because he just absolutely leaves the ball. So we're 2 games off 1600 on day 3. On day 3, we're still making pretty steady progress, and I would attribute it mostly to good positioning and good decision making. You'll see when the ball's in the air here, I'm waiting very far back as second man, very far back. And the reason for that is because when the ball is high and your teammate's attacking in the air, if they get a clear, it's going to go fast. Here I'm just forcing. I'm not trying to hit the ball forward. I'm trying to maintain possession for my team. So you'll see me not flip forward, but flip back when I get the 50, and we'll be able to get a low goal. But yeah, we'll talk more about positioning as second man because when the ball's grounded, you absolutely have to be close to the play. But when it's not grounded, I like being better safe than sorry, and that should not go in, but it'll still work. We're at 1600 here, pretty much. Playing against Cloud, who I believe is another small YouTuber, maybe? Shout out Cloud. I think he had a video about how he got SSL a year or two ago that I really liked. Go check out that video. And you'll see me cheat more and more aggressively as we get higher and higher in rank.
What the heck?
Cloud just made Noobsy there. Give me that. Proof that you don't get free goals even at GC1, GC2. We're going to use comms to call off the teammate. Oh, I was proud of that goal. Cheating very close, and another reason you want to cheat close, especially at the high ranks, just to be able to control that half boost, right? You want to be closer to the midfield because after the 50 finishes, if it's a race to the half boost, you want to be able to grab it. That's a GC2 flip reset, but it works. Ball's going to go high. Can we get control here? We're going to use a speed flip to position behind and then just try to get a 50. If I ever mess up my first touch or I don't get the best one, I'm almost always just trying to bail out with a 50. The worst thing you can do if you get a bad first touch is try to recover it when there's no room. And I don't know how that wasn't a goal sooner, but we're all good. Up a few games on the day. We're at 1600 here. Teammate leaves us back, but we're fine. We're going to take the ball to open space, cut it in. And we almost caught him off his line, but he just gave it right back to me. That will not happen the higher rank we get. That still happens at 1600 a bit. It really stops happening once you get to 1650, 1700. But you'll see that shortly. Notice how far back I am as second. I think the lower rank you are, the more important it is that you're really just keeping that distance when you are second. It's very... I see too many low rank players positioning too close when they're waiting for their teammate upfield to center the ball or whatever. It's much easier to drive forward than it is back. Remember that. Sometimes you can mix in YOLO challenges like this. Most of the time, don't do what I just did, but that's all right. We're going to get control here. We're going to let this fall. Maintain possession. And nobody's guarding the pass, so I start passing. You'll see me use passes more as we get past 1600 because I start to trust my teammates more. If you're GC1 or below, I don't recommend you position to the left or right of your teammates. I recommend you position behind them at most times. You'll see what I mean. Well-placed shot. Not the best clear, but it's going to buy a little bit of time. Let's see. Control this. Low 50. I'm happy for them to challenge me in my corner like that. It really just leaves them in 2v1s. If you're blue, don't challenge in corners like that because good players will just 2v1 demo you, and boom. That's the OT win. That's what should happen. You'll get away with challenging in the corner at lower ranks, but you really shouldn't at the higher ranks. It's a lot of fake chows. Good run through from my teammate. Shout out Cryptic. Well done. He scores this. Fake. Low 50. Whenever I get a heavy first touch, always opt for the 50. It's air dribbles, it's whatever. And before day 4, if you're like me and struggling with heavy first touches, check out our competitive Discord community. Inside, we do live mechanics classes, like this class with the pro coach Shock, who is teaching how to use tornado spins to get the perfect first touch. We have only 503 out of 1,000 spots remaining before the price goes up. So to reserve a discounted spot, click the first link below to learn more and join today for the lowest price ever. Back to the content. We're 1644, and I think that's the end of day 3. That's the end of day 3. Okay. So now we're on day 4. We're over halfway through the challenge. And these games are going to get much more aerial based. 1640, for those of you who don't know, that's Grand Champ 2, which is the top 0.2% of players. Let me confirm. 0.22% of players. So it's going to get much more aerial based. A lot of the goals are going to come up high. And somebody explain that one. Can we slow that down? Get a fast, get a live replay. But yeah, the higher ranks, the more important it is to have this aerial control. You have to be able to keep the ball close in the air so that people can't challenge. And the reason I'm grabbing a reset there is just so that he can't challenge. Because if he challenges at any point when I have the reset, I didn't get by him. It's one of the most effective moves in high rank Rocket League. Not that. Not rotating ball side onto defense. Just getting a reset. That way they can't challenge. And then you just fall down to the ground with the reset. And they can never challenge at any point as long as you have the reset. Unfortunately, if you do mess up your solo play, you're mostly going to get scored on at this rank. And so, sorry, large man. That's on me. You can get a beat. Great. Can I get a demo here? No. I'm very often going to go for those run-through plays, though. See if we can cut the ball back in. And here, I think I'm just going for a 50, but it somehow works. That's okay. Teammate gets beat, so I'm just going to throw up a Hail Mary. Early challenge. Better than letting him get a reset. And can we control this? Somehow that worked. What? So on day 4, we're yo-yoing, as you can see. We're between 1600. We started 1640 on the day. Right now we're 1600, about halfway through. We're going up, we're going down. We're going up, we're going down. This is the rank when I really hit a sticking point in the challenge. And this is normally the rank I hit a sticking point because if my mechanics aren't warm and I'm not on higher-ish hours, if you don't control the ball well, like if you make touches like that, which to be honest was not the best touch from me, it's hard to rank up. You really have to rely on your opponents to mess up if you can't control the ball and create goals yourself. And so you'll see me get better at that. But day 4, I was definitely struggling with not hitting the ball hard. And I mean, people will still mess up at this rank if it's their first game on, but you don't get consistent wins. We're rotating back, we're watching shot. Teammate gets demoed, but Marco gets a little bit boost greedy there, leaving us too much space. And he doesn't know how much boost I have, so if I can stay upfield, it's going to be good for us. I get a nice beat, and my teammate should follow that up. There he is. Good man. Respawning right here. Well played. Just respawn better. LOL. Score that. Nope. I score this. Yes. So we finished the day 16. No, we got a couple games left. 16. We're 1626. We get 2 back. And here we get into a gridlock. Shout out to Dasani Waters for respecting this. To be honest, being down 4-3 or being up 4-3, not the best situation to go for this rule 1. But gotta respect the rules. Here my positioning is quite interesting. This surely will work for us. Oh my god. Actually worked. I look so goofy in these, Flixie. Why are you putting the clips of me when I'm sitting in net, like, with 0 boost, like, looking like I have no clue what's going on? He's gonna pass it back to me. Can we fake here? No, we played around him. That's fine. So I'm queuing now with Dasani Waters because he was respecting the rule 1. So I'm like, this guy must be a good one.
Gonna bang it.
We eventually get on voice comms. Trying to recover MMR. Get back to 1640 at the end of the day. It's a nice reset.
Nice.
Ooh, almost missed that one. We're going to leave and do what I do best. Here I come. So you'll see while he's in the air, I'm playing quite far back because if 50-50 happens in the air, it could go pretty far. And then when it does start to slow down, I have to be pretty close. But yeah, I really can't go in these positions.
Just happened like
here we're going to throw in a Hail Mary challenge. Sometimes that works, but my positioning is definitely too close there. We're going to enter day 5 here. We throw in a nice early challenge. He kind of throws possession of the ball. And you're going to see me positioned further back here. I sort of try to pre-jump because I get left as last man. We get a little lucky there. It's 2-2. And can we close out this first game? I get left back solo. Uh-oh, this is not looking ideal. Wow, I saved that. I'm leaving. Teammate, please. Nice, play it up. Ah, the crowd goes crazy. We go up game 1. So feeling good after game 1. And you'll see me positioning much further. Notice how I'm staying back as opposed to positioning up. I throw in a 50 because I felt good about that. I don't know. You tell me. Was that too optimistic of a 50? Is that okay? Getting better at making soft first touches. But obviously the arrow's not my best showing. And so we get punished. 1 up, 1 down immediately. Letting them overcommit in the corner. We're totally fine with this happening. And boom, now we have a 2v1. So if we play the ball quick, good things usually happen here. Fortunately, my teammate's low boost, and I'm feeling kind of awkward. And then, yeah, I just don't go. Yeah, I just needed a challenge there. We're gonna play the ball to the teammate, try to do a run through. It's not quite gonna work. I go a little close. And we should have a save here. I guess not. I don't know what happened there. So we're down 2 games. Like, we're going up, we're going down, but like as you see, a lot of these are just like challenge goal line decisions, right? And that's really what it comes to at this rank. Like, you're going to have a double layer of defense most of the time. If your teammate throws his car at the ball and doesn't do well, then, you know, it's really on you to make a goal line save. And so at some point in 2v2, at least in high rank 2v2, you just get, it just becomes 1v1 play in shadow defense. At this point in the challenge, I was feeling kind of mixed. I really need to be playing smart at this rank. I can't get away with bad touches. I can't get away with committing in the wrong situation, getting bad challenges. And so I reach out to my coach, Shock, to sort of check in with me, point out my weaknesses, and figure out, hey, can we get me unstuck? So we end up talking, and here are some of the biggest takeaways from that session.
A little bit greedy here. I don't love this challenge at all. I'm actually just super willing just to go back and grab the corner and let my teammate with a good angle take this challenge, because when you turn and you go on 0 here, any sort of bad 50 is a 1v1. There's really not danger when the ball's rolling like this. It's very play specific. If this ball is about to bounce and he's about to set up to an air dribble, like a ground air dribble, I would challenge him, because I don't want to let him do that, because that gets immediately dangerous.
Yeah.
But this ball's slow rolling, low on the sidewall. He can't bring this up in a way that's dangerous. He can't bring this down to a quick dribble that's dangerous. So that's why I'd go back here. I'm only prioritizing challenging on 0 when the play really requires it. Otherwise, I'm trying to avoid. And obviously, as you can see, and Rocket League has a way of doing this, you get immediately punished by an interval bump. I mean, you know the sin made here. You assumed that he was gonna flick it or go high, start an air dribble, but he never did. Yeah. So your job as first man is to make sure that your opponent has to make a decision, so it's easy for your teammate to challenge. But you force him to do nothing, and now he doesn't have to do anything until he reaches your net, which is why he scores. Yeah, here, what you just have to do is play ball. Right here, I'm just going to go at him, and I'm just going to try to dunk him, or maybe bump him. No, but I'm worried about him getting high above me for free, so I'm going to jump and dunk
It's a single jump instead of a double. It's a single jump and then flip down if he does that.
Correct. So you can cover both, like the fake and the initial part of his whatever it is, flick, carry, whatever he decides to do. But yeah, you just have to make him do something. Okay. Here, I want you to catch this ball.
Like more on my wheels as opposed to a nose touch.
Yeah. You're gonna catch this ball, not boost into it. Like here, you just want to like tap it with your wheels and then continue to land on it. The reason why, it's because where's your opponent?
Left side, off my screen. That's all I know.
Right, that's all you know. And when you have the opportunity to control the ball, you know, with no other information present, that's what you should be defaulting to. You need a reason to give away the ball, but any lack of a reason, you should be controlling it. I'm only booming the ball when, well, I have no boost, I can't control it. Okay, that makes sense. I'm booming the ball when, they're overextended, we can get it over their heads. Yeah, that makes sense. But when those reasons aren't present, your default should be controlling. And on this ball, you want to catch this and then continue to give your teammate time to recover and get into play. And obviously, you don't give them the ball for free. So there's going to be a certain way I want you to practice this. Being able to jump for a ball like this, and instead of shooting it, catch it like this, and then, you know, create, is what you want to be doing. The method to doing this is to tornado spin up to the ball, boost when your car is facing away from the ball to slow down. As you can see, like I'm doing bursts of boost like here. Like I did like over exaggerated. Yeah, I'm tornado spinning hard and boosting behind me so that I slow down. And then that way I can create a touch that's soft and catchable.
It's sort of
like this.
You take off fast, obviously, so that you cover ground, and then boost slows you down in a way.
Yes, you take off you get to the ball quick so your opponent doesn't jump at you. Then you slow down as you approach the ball, and then they can't challenge you because you can hit it over them at any time. And then you can create like this. Now, important to note, I'm tornado spinning up to the ball because it's super easy to slow down that way. And obviously tornado spins create light touches on the top of your car. Once I'm adequately underneath the ball, I stop tornado spinning and I bring my nose up because I've already created that kind of touch and like speed that I want. And if I hit it too light like that, I'm actually gonna push myself away from the ball. If I'm just full tornado spinning at it, it doesn't work. So I tornado spin up to it and then I stop tornado spinning as I'm touching it. And that will create this kind of soft catch.
Let's rock. We are on day 6. I'm feeling good mechanically, finally on a decent amount of hours past 2 weeks. Bosco kind of booms the ball, but my teammate does even worse. We're getting soft touches, keeping the ball close. Good control. Up 2 games on day 6. Bringing in early child just to shut down the play, and now we're going to be a menace. Haha. Teammate gets a good 50, and that should be a goal. So I'm looking for opportunities to run through when my teammate has space to push up. We're 3-0 on day 6. Now we have a 2v1, so I'm going to position quite close, closer than I normally would. We play the ball low because we see him on backboard. Get a couple well-placed shots, and we're up 3-4 games, yeah? Looking good. We're up 2-0 leading into this game. This is game 5 on the day, I think. Maybe we're 3-1 on the day. We get a decent controlled first touch, not the best, and somehow that goes over. That usually shouldn't go over. He didn't think I had it, but uh-oh. We're 5-1 on day 6, and we run into a Musty cow. The game's 1-1 after 4 minutes. We get some kickoff goals, yeah. We're going to get some nice ground control here. Musty, finish that. It's funny to find Musty at GC2. Like I said, Musty, previous SSL, it's brutal these days. I wonder what rank Musty sits at. It's hard. We're going to get a nice reset. Musty's clearing. I'm going to be able to score that. And we say, huh, why not? Why not Q? He says Q, so let's Q. We're 1655. That's GC2 Div 3. About 8 wins off GC3. Top point. GC3 is top 0.05% in ranked 3s. Get some well-timed challenges. Not the best defensive showing from me and Mustard, but I don't know. Maybe his title is just scary enough that it forced them to back off, and somehow I pretend to know what I'm doing with 0 boost, and it works out. We're 2-2 on game 2 with Musty. I think we cut out a warm-up game, didn't we, Flixie? Did you cut out the game where me and Musty lost at the start? Good man. Musty's doing a goofy dribble, but it worked. And we're up 3 games with Musty. Feels good. He's going to challenge very close. Musty's going to get a solo play opportunity, but look at the chem. And after game 3 with Musty, we start to just sync up. I remember this is the point in the challenge when everything just starts clicking. We get some kickoff goals. Musty gets the ball with open space. And we're just syncing up. We're not in comms or anything, but we're just feeling good. So we're up like 5-game win streak. Little lag spike. Some of you ask, do I always play with those performance graph on the top right of the screen? Yes. That way when I lag, I have evidence of stuff happening. And wow, what a shot for Musty. By the way, we're going to use a neutral jump to recover quicker there. And we're up 7 games? 1685, something like that. Musty plays it back to me. Beautiful play. Can hit it hard off back wall. Make it hard to save. And we're just juggling the ball around these guys. We're just absolutely juggling it. Tough day to be blue team. And we're up like 10 games with Musty. 1704. 2 games off GC3. Can we do it on day 6? Stay tuned to find out. Just ball chase, LOL. Up 1-0. We're going to get a good soft control touch into the corner. We hope he overcommits here. He does. We get a 2v1 breakaway. Musty's just got to demo him. I'll play low. Unlucky. I get a bad 50. Musty misses demo. A little bit of an oopsie on both of our parts. We get a great save, but unfortunately I shot off my brain and went and grabbed half boost. Feels bad. So we're down 2-1. Still 2 games off GC3. Gonna rotate back. This guy gets a nice reset. Hard to save that. Musty calm sorry because I think he thinks he was supposed to challenge earlier. And after day 6, we finish 1695. First game we get put with Garrett P. We're in overtime. Straight in overtime. Get the bump. Let's go. We go up game 1. Easy. 2 games off GC3. 1 game off GC3. 1705 plus 9. We're literally 1 game off GC3. No problem. Get a good 50. Teammate gets ball. We should have a 2v1. Unfortunately, throws it away. But they get a bad touch, so I move up. We're fine. We kind of got getting each other's way. It's fine. I'm going to control ball. I'm going to clip on them and score. Go, Luke. Heavy first touch. Teammate gets left back alone, but he beats. And Knight just starts demoing me. And they figure out our weakness. I'm back solo. Staying in net. Throw up a hand here. He plays it around. Teammate should have free. He rips it out. Open net. Good. 2-1. Should be free. I get ball. Control it. Air dribble. Reset this. Score. Get a little bit of a funny touch, but Knight completely reads me. And unfortunate whiff. Maybe I could have got a better save too. I feel like I should have saved that. And we go 1 up, 1 down. So back to 2 games off GC3 or something like that. Regain? Just 2 more wins. See if we can get it back. We're waiting back. Unfortunately, we get cleared while waiting for the air dribble. And here it's just a 1v1 while Knight has ball control. I flip the wrong way and they get a goal. Kind of annoying. Could have easily gone either way there. We're down 2-0 with 10 seconds left. Teammate pinches it out. Try to get around it. Can't quite. And Knight takes another game off us. Feels bad. Rematch. Game 3 against Knight. Surely the outcome will be different. I'm going to pre. And at this point, my brain is starting to shut off a little bit. I wouldn't say I was tilted, but I am tilting. Can anyone relate? And you know what? Let me get off mic. Let me just show you what happened the rest of day 7. I'm not tilting. You're tilting.